Frijina. Mama kunipa. Mama kodem. Amadoma for lawyer amana.
Ani sa meku. My meku sa jidini kura de hogana aben.
Otunfo asantehene. Ontimi nyan hanyene. So far as I remain the president of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs. Otunfo ontimi nfa hanyene ma abra mementi ase. Enya possible. That's how. Kwatu kura ka meda mabuso namkura medam amabrofo baba bayim.
And so opia otimi ba bontin ebe ka kire yen se onim raso obebu mraso ama sempo jailer yede ne beko a judge we high court judge ni brewa no can say ubehwe moja egua, meaning you are a criminal and a criminal cannot be an appeals court judge. The man, Daniel Mensah, who is now His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah, appointed to the Appeals Court of the Republic of Ghana. Based on what integrity, based on what independence, based on what impartiality, based on what propriety, based on what equality, on what diligence in and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and in the Council of State, I recommend the Pape Atimia swearing in what the State House, a Jubilee House, the seat of the presidency. When we called his family members, we saw the national chairman of the NDC, who is underground contesting to be the presidential candidate of the NDC come 2028. Johnson Asiedun Ketia, so Jina Hobi. Is he going to work fairly or be any fair? Ana otie the comments cry or make it after he was sworn in. Just said he is not independently minded or not dreaming onyina fakon. Papa ye who say wetimi asake a noble judge who is the Chief Justice of the Republic. Mon nam kuntuna se kwan nam kana na kwan so eyi na fi ho. And you are picking up say wetimi ka kire say justice get to talk on any integrity and cannot be the Chief Justice of the Republic. Then I'm also tell you emphatically say Dormaahene does not deserve to be on the bench of the appeals court.
Oheneba Media for Efremu. I have media royals. Media mwadeshia no asiebana entasemana amamlani amani emudumedie Oheneba Media betenete entamanfo muntie na nyado
right ebusia for mamu nyina akwaba mfambra Oheneba Media so mejidi se bebi obia no ejanadom ne ho ye yenso twedi amfadar ma ye ho ye papa na ebusia yatenase na enantanse atena nyina no mejidi se we ho ensema etwagu ewo abefu entintan so the echoes so we news portals ahodo ene ade eye Dormaahene osi ade yo osagefo agimebedu enu ni din a ye refer no Nana Dormaahene ene ehu se mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aboni din se atemuafo a wono wo high court Ghana high court ahodo a wa promote o manase wa bo mabaso pejom di bremu do makudru appeals court ni din eka ho bi na sabrede ni din ye refer no His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah. His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah ena mampani John Dramani Mahama swearing in Jubilee House ne atimwafo bia na eka ne ho na eka me kwese ono nko ane de no na ejene ho nkyerɛ na ha agene ho insiri ne abɛfo ntintan so na Oheneba Media dodoma suko ewrewre mu a akunya nkrata bi a ɛkyerɛ sɛ papa yi Sebi ensense bi ho etia no a enka eni kwan kra se qualify so be appeals court judge empo no nya wase yi na free high court judge bench ni so kra dada na eni ye no ne atena se amene mu nyina ede ho nkrata ene ho evidence e ba ne abebuobo mu ne edi ho nkomo ne ahwe so mampani John Dramani Mahama obu nani gu emra ne so ena oye ne sa na se edi enti kra na wa promote justice Mensah Daniel ono ya Nana Dormaahene na abusia ansa na no ba so wadaroma na wa like video ida mai bo modin so be share na obia ansa ka be sanse sa video die ehu hia me papa wo se ewiase nyina obia ehu die ekọ esanse sase mu eba ye no anhyeda anye ne ho entrahasa anhyeda ntelisa enti afei ne ewrewre mu akofa ho kratasem ede abeto abontan mesiro se wadaroma bo modin na share pa ma obi ensa ka buti share mani pa be enum ekoni dusokra na mani ebeje ebi o fa comment egu ase ma me na unya subscribe to your channel no so wadaroma na why ne sa na bibia aye kama na abusuya asene be konsem ne so no mame eni kan hwe ade bi minu miru nyina ye hwe ade bi oman a yetim as Ghana no ye de emra edi bu oman no enu ti no afia pem ahankono adiokono mienu 1992 ena eye besun bedwako bia wo pawo ye tintim Ghana mamra no ema mampani ano sabre no eye His Excellency Jerry John Rawlings ede ni nsa ehya ase ye gitumu se no ene amambra ye ribibu oman Ghana eno ye the 4th Republican Constitution onim se abrebiara ye betu amanyagu ebe hye democracy asibia no another set of republic intina no ne de toso 9 republic de toso 9 a sese ye de emu amamra ye adwuma efiri ho no soldier ban into kabima mika bi amamu emu ye ase afia pema ankono de okunu mi ne beka ya wabra Jerry John Rawlings ejina emu se sabre de waje democracy anase kabima mika bi atum enu ntinu ye de kabima mika bi ne bebu oman ya oma ho kwan ma sese ye tintim amamra amanyuko nso bedo so ne ade a yetimi ko to aba eyi no as a democratic elected president na wodi kan the 4th Republic no call ye na ebusia 1992 constitution no wohwemu a code of conduct and as ethics afi so core principles and afi ethical standards bia wodi egu ho a eno no ehwe ebo atemu adwuma no ho bra na ebo ho ban se otemuani se ye power se bra bedi dwuma se temuani a ye woni ye bi ho a eni su bia wo se wodan na didi eni kwan se wo ye de wo ye ni na ye hwe ansa na sempo no ye be promotive anase be wodi a ye gina so de aye enti ye be kai a Mampeni John Dormaahene Mahama betena so ne hu se yetete se petition bi fly ewo wiem ai no kana hyase free His Excellency na nado dan kwaku fado apen so na petition ba se Chief Justice get to talk no ye hwan ne to akonya ye nyini free ade so a Mampeni John Dormaahene Mahama be hye mu kenan ne wo ya na sabre ne mo kasa wo mo eyi na di free ne di bre so se Chief Justice wabo yewura Acting Chief Justice, Paul Bafubodi di se wono na eme substantive Chief Justice. Na busia Justice Daniel Mensah aye na Dormaahene ye kan wansemi. Ensem bi koso afie twa mu no a chese nyasem ketwa a sasem na minimu kasei ye nim ba bi asem akwakoduru. Yenim se empanifo ehwehwe mu ye no oma ye sitire eho amanebo te sen de akoduru no yenim enti ye behwe ne adomo suko ne ye se so empanifo de periperi yo na ye dwuma anase Justice Mensah Daniel ya oye na Dormaahene ye amanyosem bi na empanifo ye nti anase ne niema bi a waye de abo amanyuko bi ne tisiru amanyuko ani sinti na Mampeni John Dormaahene Mahama ne na ban abona baso apegya de dibre mu a enei nkrofo dodo na ekasa fa nkrofo kire se na ehu hia se be ma papa se dibre esanse ne ye bi a wo ye no ensem fata se otemuani a enu ti kra no wo kwan se ke yi na dibre free high court bench ne so na abusunya obepie mo Ghana ha atemu adwuma no the Judicial Service of Ghana omde point bi ego aye no de kan no mo friend say core principles a che say ye ne ni su a temuafo bia na wo se odana di na ye behwene de atoto na Dormaahene ne suban ho na fe petition a ababonten so no ye de atoto ne akenkan ne akirikiri mi ahwe say so papa yi no qualify say obeye appeals court judge na de kan ye se wo ye temuani wo Ghana ne titiriu se we yetimwani se we lower court to we high court to either we magistrate we circuit court judge we high court judge appeals court judge supreme court judge so far as you are on the bench in kwa there we say we dan so friends say independence there also you be a just say what dey ho na ye ka independence political independence and social independence and independence as a whole. What I say, Busia, it's also you be a what do na on fall for afani afa one time ubia and as ubia e show kutupa ema onye bibi na Dormaahene ye wa na fe mpimiru ni edunsia abato ne pempenso mu na ye hu se nananom bi declare say one way sorry I say me declare ma manyuku we ye beka ya na ye nanado dan kwakufa do ne yira John Dormaahene Mahama na presa bread pa na chese aba no emu he na tension gina mu manana Dormaahene be kan say wono se duru ba bi eden kwa de mandisi a wo be na hemfo ntuma ne judge tade na ehye no wigi na ye de abuari ti o man ne de abuari ti tuya ne ho ka bosumi bia no wo de beto na wo hye NDC t-shirt atie si krom aye campaign ama NDC amanyuko no so otemafo a aban ayiwu na Ghana mramu no wo yotemuafo ni kwan se de dikan odo ho fare amanyosem na otimi bie wa no eka sa ensemi na kire se we integrity e wo fom ehu na kire se meka se esuni ban ya wada na di esu a kire se why partial why biased wakogina obi achi enunti no ma perepere yo enye dwuma enunti no ensem fata se wo yetemuafo esan se sasem bi ba wanim na eye amanyoko mienu yi mu asem a ebia na wakodi atia ba ko na wo declare se wo mpe o masem ne mu be campaign ama ne opponent no ne bia na wakodi atia o wamfa perepere yo anye dwuma we ni de kan ya justice mensa aya eno ni susu se eyade a etia amanmra na yedi bu o man no na eye ethical standards a eye Judicial Service of Ghana edi egu akwan mu no eye core principles e wo mu no etia eno ntino sabe no oye disqualified se mpo no yebebo ni din se ontena high court bench na kampese ya promote no edi na dru eye appeals court de di kan no ya busunya de to sumie no yes integrity. He must uphold the highest standards of truthfulness. Oheneba and also a judge otemuafo a e wo se wonya suben preference integrity no kre e wo se no kwawide fan yo prepare yo fitayo eba wa kwam na Dormaahene on several circumstances akan sem bi asabe e ya tosem e yensem a e rodo radansem e yensem a no kre bia enim e de atia enipa hodo bebre ni titiriu ene yira na asante hene yira na se tu nyame kese boni dia na ego enwa se sanse asase so nyame no na Dormaahene ye Justice Daniel Mensah etimi akan sem a ye atosem ni niema ye rodo radansem e de afa ne ho ebia na orefi bi ye hwe sampansense mekoso yi na Dormaahene akwa ne ho o hyetekre o jembi e na woto mfutro gu nkrofo ani wo dane history dane abakosem no kwasem e wo mu no o dane no etimi ne bo se kire ne se e ka se yera na se etu e ye galamse na Dormaahene no krebia nim enti se temuafo aye wo se onya this kind of character e integrity etimi babontene betwa sa atroi e de to ohimpon kese anye se ohini bia keke se yera na se nyam kese so a na yesan eba ebebo na baso de ko appeals court judge sa ohini wo de se atemu papa ben no betimi egu ade amoman no unyini se oye ne no de beba oman ni mu ye to so miensa yes he must be impartial and also possesses suban friends impartiality principles ne ba ko no enti any plan so ye bias the kind political example am di ka ma concerning 2016 election and in some wakika ye say o debate here MPP no e che so ye bias ye he sampa ensensem sampa ahinsem no e ya asem a eda to let samba jafla the accepted, the gazetted and the constitutionally endorsed Dormaahene of Sampa ene krachi bia ofre ne ho san modua wo mama na batri so na Dormaahene nim no kwaren pefe se Ghana mamrampo agi Sampa hene atum enso wo shetakra ojem egina eye san modua chi and he has been biased and partial, and this is against the principles of the Judicial Service of Ghana and how the NDC awan yokono and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama etimi bu wo manigu sansem we ni de ekoso nyina so na mu promote papa ne ho won sem bebre say e de call appeals court. Is it favoritism? Is it nepotism? Is it hypocrisy? Is it dishonesty? Yebisa authorities, any bearers of power, yebisa mo say ediani munyina so ntia enema amabo so miensa nyina no disqualify sa papa yi na nso mabu mani aguso ede na kotena appeals court say onkoye den fama mo ho no mo eden na onkoye de ama Ghana wa appeals court. That is another question to ask, a very important question to ask the authorities. On what basis did they appoint him or promote him to the appeals court of the country? Yeah, quite a fourth one. I was say you free be propriety not just you bia any kwan say wo de ne ho fore and niema mu wo de ne ho kantan sebe ensem bia hu hia ho. As a judge, your integrity is very, very important, and this man has shown say oni integrity bia ni kasa ni neye ni so de na di woni pem e say he has no integrity, and the principle of propriety he's not working with it. And so he was not supposed to be promoted to the appeals court of the land. Mr. President, why did you overlook this? But Mami Musa Sasi me kwan sana matuaso. Me kai say wabra His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Mampenino. This same president I want to name His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Bekan say Nana Addo apake the courts, the injustice system with NPP affiliated judges. And so sanity must prevail. And to your Bob ensure that there is sanity. Is this the sanity we are talking about? Or you are also packing the court with NDC affiliated judges? Must we ask that question? Please. Dishonesty. Just say we are so dishonest to the extent say as some I can on run and ne ya back to me better on a bene Samuel could to black the foreign affairs minister. Big on radio. And nay or by facing the reality dawning on him. They were canon what to some for Felix of Fusukwachi. A two sema or Kanye to the extent say or denigrated the former president and another Danko Kufado. HSF upon him sebi or yali prostate cancer. Yes, Felix Kwacho for so no allegedly Kofa Obire. Who video bar one thing. Now Pacho was able to denigrate the former president, including the former vice president. But today he's been appointed as the Minister for Information of the Republic of Ghana, and he is the spokesperson for the presidency and the president. Are we joking as a country? And Biane said they appointed Nana Dormaahene as justice, whatever, to the appeals court. Now, you see equality. Treat all parties equal. Nana Dormaahene as an appeals court judge, you must sum this vital question, say, as the president of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs and a so-called Bro Champion Council, the Abano, na yede sampa semiya ye di wo high court awie ya for de ebia na Samodias want ni wanse ko ya appeal na kodru na Dormaahene anima. Is he going to tell me say obehwe say obetreat all the parties equal? That's the question we must ask. Senana Dormaahene, yeah, the NPP ni NDC case abetu nanima. Is he going to treat all parties equal? Based on his own utterances some time ago, based on his own attitude and character exhibited to the public some time ago, we can judge him, and we can say it emphatically, said this man does not bear these qualities we are mentioning. He is not independent, he has no integrity, he is impartial, he has no propriety, and he cannot see equality between parties. And so he is disqualified to be an appeals court judge of this country. Next one is diligence. Diligence at saying Justice Kofi Mensah, ne diligence at saying a sign in some keka ni road rather some a 10-year a 2 some twisting fact and history and truth. All these things comes together. HSA on your diligence person, and so therefore he is not qualified to the appeals court of the land. Yen appeals court enye court bi akeke o Ghana hanumo. Yen appeals court enye court bi akeke. From the appeals court you are going to the Supreme Court. From the appeals court you are going to the Supreme Court. Entino appeals court enye court kitwe bia o Ghana ha. Say di asem e high court na ya say wan say the appeals court, from then to the Supreme Court, then maybe the Supreme Court trans no mudi na nwa wa ko review na apem. Until bia wadru no, his next step is being called to the Supreme Court bench. No abeye Supreme Court judge or Ghana hanom. And I am telling you, for the fact that he's been able to promote it to that appeals court level, means that within the 4 years of John Dramani Mahama as president, he may be appointed to the Supreme Court bench. And this will hurt the justice system of the country. This is a manner where show on several occasions, on several times, on several points, on several instances say he is against the truth, and he's a partial and a biased person. Based on his own utterances and and so Opia Otimi Babontin Ebeka Chere and say, O Nim Raso, Obebu Mraso, Amasempo Jela Yadenebeko. Can we call this a competent, an impartial, an independent judge? Can we call him that? Are we facing the reality? or we are joking? On what basis, the major question is, on what basis was he appointed to the appeals court? Was serving on the high court bench for 15 years. That is not enough justification. Say, I'm promoting in appeals court. Say, what's now so for even 30 years? Now, on that, Subanya, I trust say, it's me promoting a court appeals court. It means that he's not qualified. And so, therefore, we can say it emphatically, say, he isn't qualified. He is not qualified, and he can't be qualified. And I say, this presidency wants to insult the conscience of noble Ghanaians, of right-thinking Ghanaians. Say, Yentiobia, I no biana, because maybe a Chomokacha say Muntiobia, it's a name Muntiobiana. We thought you told us you're coming to sanitize the justice system because and this is what you're coming to do. A noble judge who is the Chief Justice of the Republic. And you are picking up say justice get to talk on any integrity and cannot be the Chief Justice of the Republic. Then I'm also telling you emphatically say Dormaahene does not deserve to be on the bench of the appeals court. Because he doesn't bear all the qualities mentioned here. And I was one time with you. Petition I try against you. No. You're the Bible thing. I didn't penny for boo many abusa petition is up till now. To me, I should petition him. I establish a prima facie ana. Has it been forwarded to the Council of State? Has it been forwarded to the appropriate quarters? Has the appropriate investigations been done about it? And what was the outcome? They should let us know. If you can overlook all these things, then you should reinstate, as a matter of urgency, you should reinstate the sacked Chief Justice, because you were not fair to her. You are practicing the contrary. This is double standards. You haven't been fair to her. For Christ's sake and for Ghana's sake, you haven't been fair to her. And those are the corridors of power. Because to me, 4 years, and you have already consumed a year. Because you are in the 9th month. Sorry, in the 10th month in Pope. Meaning you have almost consumed a year. And we have less than 3 years to elections. Because elections started the very day I got to about. It started from time used to be nominations, Mama Crofako file, whatever. And we know within the NPP, flag bearership, within the NDC underground, the Nimdia Epre, Johnson allegedly, the Chief of Staff allegedly, Julius Debra, the Finance Minister allegedly, and Yura Education Minister allegedly, and him say these are top tier people. One more definitely come what may, they may contest for the flag bearership of the NDC. And you people are aware, say elections are pending. And you are doing this. All right, Ebusuya. Aside that, the Judicial Service of Ghana, it will be a friend say ethical standards. Now, ethical standards, no, my member should tell na yanko. They can say fairness in proceedings. Say, what you want for a day assemble when you obey fair. Obey din pepe. Unko jina afani afan. Ebio avoid conflict. And Dormaahene cannot avoid conflict. Nana Dormaahene cannot avoid conflict. Yenim de koso sunyane ahinsemu, and the role he played. Yenim de koso sampa ahinsemu, and the role he's playing. And several other communities, the dispute over there, which allegedly is behind that. And this man cannot tell me, say, he is fair and he can avoid conflict. And so he does not qualify to be a justice of the appeal court of the land. Moreover, transparency, and he is not transparent. Then some wakikano and indigenous subunatenyo. Or no one in some wakikawa bontino and indigenous subunaten. On sharing the transparency and some wakikawa bontino, on sharing fairness, a woman, peri a woman, fine, yeah, a woman say, whatever he's saying is transparent and accepted by all noble people, all well-meaning people, all well-thinking and well-reasoning people. He should tell us. He must exhibit professional conduct. As a judge, not only exhibiting professional conduct, then it means you do not qualify. That one alone disqualifies him. That one alone disqualifies him from being a judge of the appeals court. He has not exhibited any professional conduct in terms of his speech. So to me, and a judge who has been cited for contempt at a high court in Kumasi, and you are wanted by your fellow judge or your fellow high court judge, you never stepped foot over there. You breached that, and the case is still pending, which is going to be ruled very soon. Can someone change one case of integrity or form, and you are telling me you exhibited professional conduct? No, you did not do that. Next one is reporting misconduct. On country, I said the Ekos was Sampana as a judge of his caliber. Has he been able to report the conduct? Nebuchadnezzar sana meba ensem so no. Yen hwe Dormaahene. Nana Dormaahene. You say you didn't call appeals court judge and your friend his lordship justice Daniel Mensah. Yen hwe ne nsem bi a wake kan the past and nti no ye gina so de di adanse abua ne for say on sem fata say didn't call appeals court. Yen ko ti nsem ni bimra.
Otumfu asantehene, ontimi nya no hanyene. So far as I remain the president of the Bono Regional House of Chiefs, Otumfu ontimi fa hanyene ma abra mementi asie anya possible. O tasao kwatu kura oka meda mabuso namkura medam amabrofo baba bayim. Na menka. Right,
for 80 next assembly be na media to many na ebusia petitioner eye enipa bi call emma eye Supreme Court Sabri Chief Justice na ho no enu bi na da so me bekin kan ede ama na sa petition Republic of Ghana a coat of arms na boso pine na ede call Jubilee House. The President 9th January 2024. Dear Chief Justice, na Ari heading in Ari petition for the removal of His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah as Justice of the Superior Court of Ghana, pursuant to Article 146, Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution. Article 146, Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution. Here we are making kind of the amani already. Kratay Kanema Pedin another than Kokufad and Sasha. Now, I really did head in a reference, not just say, ya petition the president. It's all reference letter no. Now, for a day, the Chief Justice say, on establish a prima facie. You can't say prima facie, or more say, as someone and perform the abano. And you know, so womb, I didn't get just so they are one. You as a president's natural call. I said, this is to acknowledge received of your letter dated 2nd January 2024, conveying to me your determination in accordance with Article 146 Clause 3 of the Constitution of a prima facie case in this matter. I take note of your decision that the petition raises a prima facie case of the Constitution against His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah to warrant further investigation under Article 146 of the Constitution. It is my hope that the proceedings shall be conducted and concluded as soon as practicable, and the outcome communicated to me accordingly. I thank you for your cooperation in this important constitutional exercise. Yours sincerely, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and it was forwarded to the Chief Justice, the Chief Justice's Chambers, the Supreme Court, Accra, and it was specifically attended to Mrs. Justice Gertrude Saki Tokonu, the former Chief Justice. Kratai a year of a pound Bosumi Danetoso and Kunafia, a film Pimunia Dununaimu, and a former president, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. A reference to the comma, a Chief Justice, Anoho, Justice Gertrude Saki Tokonu. Na Ebusia Yare petitioner Ekoyeno. Dear Chief Justice and so Ekafam. Honorable Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, that's the letterhead with the embossed coat of arms, the official symbol of the Republic on it, with a reply, say, with letter, no, date, also no. Now, say, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Office of the President, Jubilee House, Accra, Your Excellency, RE, petition for the removal of His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah as Justice of the Superior Court of Ghana, pursuant to Article 146 Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution. Respectfully, I write in reference to your letter dated 11th August 2023, which forwarded the above-mentioned petition to my office. I have reviewed the petition and the response of His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah. I find that the instant petition raises a prima facie case to warrant further investigation under Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution. Attached herewith is the response of Justice Daniel Mensah and my review of the case made. Please accept the assurance of my highest consideration and esteem. Justice Gertrude Sakitokono. Ena okope Justice Daniel Mensah Nana Dormaahene baby ano station or Sugakope High Court. Ena na oda Sugakope High Court. No na odini the High Court judge no Sugakope High Court and voter region. No kudi ni judge no Sugakope. Na krata yasem na wokan nyina ne se ne nsaka krata kyerɛ sɛ His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah na Dormaahene agimabedu the tell say case bi aba against no eruti no ono as Chief Justice then no atena se ahwɛ nsɛm na nkɔfɔ de ba ye ne mu watie Justice Daniel Mensah anu asɛm na owie no wa establish prima facie case na cha say asɛm na omode aba no nukure bi ewom anase enyinaso wo mu a obetimi agina so e de ayesa ehwehwemu no enti no wode ehomu aye koma mampani na nadodanko akufado kire se asɛm na omode aba no enyinaso wo mu ti sabre de wo behwɛ na wagina Ghana mamra yidi bu oman na itro no afia pema hankunu ade okunu mienu ne so na wo de disa adwuma pepe penti mampani enya assurance se obega adwuma no pepe just one ma attention bia embam no bi yer krata no wo send bi koma His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah Nana Dormaahene na yekoye petition na krofo na de koye no see petition for the removal of His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah as Justice of the Superior Court of Ghana pursuant to Article 146 Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution. Introduction. The petitioner Michael Amwa is petitioning for the removal from the bench of His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah, a Justice of the High Court. The said petition was referred to the Honorable Chief Justice in accordance with the provisions of the Article 146 Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution by the President of the Republic by letter dated 11th August 2023. Now, Ebusuya, already a friend of Michael Amwa. Wono ena ye petitioner no chese ono na ye kwadu bofo no a wo bokwadu wo kwasrese na Dormaahene as a high court judge ne ya wo dan na di no ensem fata etia omanyama mbra etia the professional standards the KPIs atemwa for the adwuma etia enuti no enkasa bre no mampani His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo ano ye mampani sa bre no ene the Chief Justice Gertrude Sakitoko no enyina wo manan mu no mutumi so enyi papa etu akonwa na wo pam no nkotena fie na owura Michael Amwa kyerɛ sɛ sakrata yakodi Nana Akufo-Addo ye Ghana mampani sa bre ne nsɛm ama wa forward wa pia so e de akoma Chief Justice anwa Chief Justice nso so no ahwehwɛ mu ahunu sɛ asɛm bi ho a wo sɛ won mutena so na wo mo ye mu ahwehwɛmu. Now here basis enyina so a wo petition ni mu or say that Justice Daniel Mensah took the law into his own hands when he threatened to spill blood on the occasion while speaking publicly. The petitioner quoted a GhanaWeb.com news item which quoted His Lordship as saying, "I have installed someone as Dormaahene, period. It can't change. If you dare that person's authority, I'll fight till I lose my last blood." Enti or say Ghana Web posti story bi na Ghana Web quote Nana Dormaahene asem o kan say Nana Dormaahene asem o kan say wono wasi hene aye Dormaahene mfa ncheme edin no ye now enti bia no mamoni ye ida Dormaa or Dormaahene na o say eno ano no entimi ensesa nsesa chena na obi biara obetry say obe challenge no wone no ebedi asie be yenta wanta be nya no wosa Dormaahene na Dormaahene si wesi ne ho no wobeko ama ni moje twato wehwe de egu. Listen to obeko de ni moje twato akon enti no na Dormaahene atrete say obespele moja obehwie moja egu. And a judge, our high court judge, which me brewa no can say, meaning you are a criminal. And a criminal cannot be an appeals court judge. Send the same which na temwa for me can say, obeshwe mojegu. Why moja no ko hwegu no? Ghana ha ye wo mra e kire say, sempo no bi ya boni tiawa, ye de sani pa no court, ye de na from na kwan so amemra nnadi. And you know, assembly court and everyone is innocent until proven guilty. Say a child being put in a cotumwa. Now you need assembly who say, Sandy Passimo kind and you create your convicted that person is still innocent. And from suspect. You say you're bomb suspect. A G assembly we are bloody panatang. And you say, why you're convicted or you're convict. And I say, or you're acquitted and discharged. Now, Dormaahene so no onye sa or yetemuafo or temred nimra edi Ghana mraso but ono no Dormaahene be gina ono ankasa the drama constitution no so na wahwie mojagu. And this is the man Daniel Mensah, who is now His Lordship Justice Daniel Mensah, appointed to the Appeals Court of the Republic of Ghana, based on what integrity, based on what independence, based on what impartiality, based on what propriety, based on what equality, on what diligence in and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and in the Council of State. I recommend the Papai Atimia swearing in what the State House, a Jubilee House, the seat of the presidency. Na petition anyone. Na petition anyone. And there time when we called his family members, we saw the national chairman of the NDC, who is underground contesting to be the presidential candidate of the NDC come 2028, Johnson Asiedun Ketia. So Jina Hobi, and you were not ashamed of yourself. You are so proud to have this man as part of you. Sami Jemfi, the gentleman who has been appointed to our gold boss as the chief executive, or sign a national communications officer, a former propaganda secretary of the NDC. Erika Jane, who is heading the NEIP. We saw Nana Sumahene on the Nyamawa, best of the same feathers flock together. And we saw other highly NDC affiliated members, thick blood NDC members who stood up, joined him as family. And we are happy. We are so happy. Yes. And if he was my family, I would be grateful. But to the extent say, obetimi atieti o man mra so, e do man constitution you book constitution e di bu o man no, e no mpo no o man pani a o ti akonwa so hyesa mamra na se no, na se an individual, a high court judge of that repute, enu ntini ahwe ne reputation, so called reputation so, how promoting it to appeals court judge, etimi tieti asa mamra no so, na you feel say it is right there, then we are sick as a country. And a yes, our brain and justice system, no, ever folly, I talk get the Maya pacha, tan. It is at this point, at this juncture, at this noble juncture, and a justice system will fall in the mud, and it will sink deep down the mud, and we cannot bring it out, wipe it clean again. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, and that is the fact. This is the manner. Ne ho ntansa dɔɔso, ne ho petitions dɔɔso. Ɛwɔ Ghana hanoma. Yegyina so, yebu ye ne egu sa petition so. Ye hu ni tia ko hu ne nan. Ye hu ba bi etimi ka asemi ko wiye. Ne asa promote no to the appeals court. Meaning that said petition has been dumped. It has become null and void. For whatever reasons in here, yetimi man that kind of promotion to the highest seat, it's only the NDC and its president that can tell us. Are we not politicizing the bench? Are we no more politicizing the bench? You, Your Excellency, the President of Ghana, Your Excellency, with all due respect, during another Dan Kweku for this time, you told us he's packing the Supreme Court with NPP judges. And Oba power any bosume miensampo. And our NDC affiliated judges, and soon that's what we will call it, because that's what you called the previous one. You brought them to the bench of the Supreme Court. And see what's said about appeals court. And we know we are going to push them to the High Court, bring them to the Circuit Court, to the District Courts as well. And we know you're establishing other courts for special occasions and special instances and special events. And we know you're going to pack them with NDC judges. Now you are telling us, say, Attorney General Abba Bonte Abe issue stand warning to Chairman. I want to be saying, we're inviting him, we're the office by Monday or Betchina to look at the impunity. Because it's involved in Galamsey. But we are told, say, we have NDC executives, including members of parliament, allegedly doing Galamsey in this country, spoiling our water and river bodies, putting the lives of children and the residents of those Galamsey areas to risk. And you and your hunting chairman to me. And you want to catch someone in the concession in every seven. This man was on radio wailing, say even the cars crana enya abai cars no more the takashini to me as easy, and you are still witch hunting him simply because he is a loudmouth NPP member, and so you must silence him at all cost. You must bring him down at all cost. Raymond Archer, the boss of Yoko, yedim say during another Dankoko for the timer now we japade ewa labadi omo ebugu here, we rose up against them for you on your behalf. O printing press never ho now the printing of papers are booning in a good year. Say almost ba abc whatever that infrastructure was. We rose up against that. And today you are also doing same to someone. You called it witch hunting the other time, and how are you going to call it this time round? Is it politics of convenience? Is it that we should hurt our opponents and gain the attention of the whole? And we have some journalists and centrophobia or maimwa, Tibon cost on centrophobia or maimwa. They rate themselves so high, but they are empty-headed. There is nothing in their heads. And if there is something in their heads, then they are being hypocritical. They are being dishonest. We have so-called journalists or my way more. On better radio TV so is the time and someone who create and we are hailing those people for getting what happened in Rwanda some time ago. We have so-called Johnny Hughes of TV3, Captain Smart of Onia TV, and liked of his caliber, of their caliber. Kwabrama futi OK FM ni Hello FM. He can some 2020 edibesi 2024 and then he's telling us he's regretted. He has no just oninim debia about politics, oninim debia about economy, oninim debia about governance, but because people are saying he also came out to kind of bass at time. And look at him now. And now he's ashamed of himself. UTV, they will not educate us the ethics of journalism. Like I said, we are educating, we are informing, we are entertaining. No, they will not do that. They are taking sides. Now, yes, sorry, I'm sorry, I can't be now we go. God damn it. The youth will come after you. Yes, the youth will come after you. When Dino Craig, I'm mamu professional, the youth will rise up and come after you one day. We all know where you are. You need baby or beer belonging. Me, if you tag me NPP, I care less about that. But a true national issue, sir, we must put professionalism down. We must ascertain the issues. Nobody is a saint. Nobody is innocent. But we must be fair. We must be firm. And we must be free. So we are free, we are fair, now you're fair man. That is integrity. And those journalists, those so-called journalists, they are not worth that. And the Joy News, have found their voices back. We know the agenda you did in this country. We know the agenda you people pursued in this country. And Sabre Justice Daniel Mensah, Dormaahene, HSL. empanifo bu omani agu ne nsem so na wo mde no akọ the appeals court no ne ho nsem na bi na makenkan de amamo nti wohwem a just nsem the dross pa kratan papa petition no is about a 12-paged petition just enya sem ketwa nsem wo na wankenkan conclusion enfama on afi yenhwe. I say it is my determination that a prima facie case has been made to warrant proceedings under Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution for removal of the respondent for stated misbehavior and misconduct. Now, you go here Article 146 Clause 3 of the 1992 Constitution. The Ghana amamrano eka ewo hono na menken kan enchiremu because eno any actor Sam penifoi ejina so say yenyi Daniel Justice Mensah yenyi free na konya so yetu na there so as Justice of the High Court. Enti mamen kenkan Article 146 me kan free clause 1 na kosi clause 4 no me ahwede amamra no kan na that screen so na busia na o say a Justice of the Superior Court or a chairman of a regional tribunal shall not be removed from office except for stated misbehavior or incompetence or on ground of inability to perform the functions of his office arising from infirmity of body or mind. And it was said, answer ni be temuafo bi every ni dibreso na chere say wadan suban bi adedi kan enya misbehavior wadan ne di de to so incompetence chere say ontimi nya adwuma no de to so miensa ebia na inable or incapable that is ebia yade bi ene niema bi sini kwan se eye ade a ne hona makwadua bi anase na dwene mu esini kwan se ontimi ndi asem a ewo se ye yin free hono mo na two no say a Justice of the Superior Court of Judicature or a chairman of a regional tribunal may only be removed in accordance with the procedure specified in this article. Enti your kwanya ye faso di itemuafo bi efri ni dibreso na sa kwan no en article 146 clause 3 no ebe boboswi. Or say if the president receives a petition for the removal of a justice of a superior court other than the Chief Justice or for the removal of the chairman of a regional tribunal, you shall refer the petition to the Chief Justice, who shall determine whether there is a prima facie case. And it was say, Semampanin Saka Krata, a petition say, Yenny Temuafo be eddy, Yenny free a depresso, set them off on any Chief Justice in Quadri, and was a Mampenino eddy, sir, petition, a common Chief Justice or Hono. Now I shall say, and you know, so be why you betting a Jinaso, Eddie, sir, Temuafo Ediana. That's it. Now, for say, where the Chief Justice decides that there is a prima facie case, you shall set up a committee consisting of 3 justices of a superior court or chairman of the regional tribunals or both, appointed by the Judicial Council, and 2 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, nor lawyers, and who shall be appointed by the Chief Justice on the advice of the Council of State. If you or say, the Chief Justice now I establish a prima facie case. Just say can prima facie na enyina so. Onya hu say enyina so bi wo asem ni mu a. Dedi kan wo so what committee I no atemuafo miensa a hu free superior court. The superior court na high court, court of appeal, supreme court. Eti yes enya atemuafo miensa a hu free the superior court. Ana say omo ye chairman Edema regional tribunal. And I said, Nimi Runia, Tibet me after Sani Pamian, Sani say, be free, tribunal, and be free, a yes, superior court. No, a bio, I was I any Pamian? No, just a judicial council, and a bay woman. Almost members of the Council of States. Any pa, almost Ghana, a year, but you're quite 2 or minor for almost count. A bio, almost yam Rashabega 4, a bio, almost yam Renim 4. Chief Justice Nankasa any bear point to wabra wakwaji efutuo e free Council of State hono. E mara ma cheche mo simple dia ma no. Enti sa kwan also faso. Enti e petition na any krata na me kenkan na kire se o mampanin sa kan petition no. Ogina article 146 na ye kenkan so. E the krata na koma petition ni koma the then Chief Justice Gertrude Sakitoku no. Ene kaba obi ayi na die free hono. Ono so hu se enyina so wom enuti no o shema o time truck ma Ghana mampani anote so sa abre ne se enyina so wom nti no se de amamra ne kan no obefa sa kwan so pepepepepe na wo de ho emuaye abre no The committee appointed under the clause 4 of this article shall investigate the complaint and shall make its recommendations to the Chief Justice, who shall forward them to the President. Enti se committee na yaka ho asem no aye Superior Court Justices and say Regional Tribunal Chairman miensa no eni nipa mienu a womo enfri omunya lawyer for omunya Council of State members omunya mrashebedwa for no sa nipa mienu be ka omo yenum no omunyina ne Chief Justice ne tena asem isu wi a and as I say, nipa num ni tena asem isu wi a omo de hu muaye be koma Chief Justice no ono nso so no de sa muaye no a omo de bae kro na no akoma omampani a oti akonwa so ne ho ne yebusa say Daniel Mensah Justice's Lordship ni petition no ekosi sen ekowie sen ye de koma amampani and then okan ye Council of State then okan ye ye tie ho hwe na o say where the petition is for the removal of the Chief Justice, okay, it's the attorney on the Chief Justice at the Justice, His Lordship Daniel Mensah. And then some of my near my boom, so we follow conversation from a Hasiana. You heard the core principles. I was a judge be identity, never had the ethical standards, and also so you who say, Nina, the mobile Nano. Odini nyina mu for e sign in sense am na ne ye bi a wadan na di and petition na ye de bae no e ka niam potia wa ye se obehwie mo jagu o ma sumdue ma am sampa atenie ni ade a odi disante hini atem ene ne nsem ke ka basa troka a emfata ne se temuafo a otimi tena eye high court bench ne so na no nti no any kwan se impo no ye sai promoting it ko appeals court na wo senka sabre enka oman no ayi na di no ye bu ye negusa ansem so enene ye appoint nam na be ye a judge of the appeals court of the land, and this man ye bisa say is he going to work fairly or be ye na dwumane fair ana otie the comments cry or make it after he was sworn in a just say he is not independently minded on na dwumu no onyina faako. He is not emotionally independent and he is partisan. Politically, he is not independent. And this man can never and cannot work as an appeals court judge and work diligently. No. The answer is no. In Tebusuya, looking at all these facts, putting all evidences together, combining them, na yenyina yesu mu ade na kire say empanifo a wo mo hwe ye nhwe han tenase din e push the agenda say Nana Dormaahene may appeals God judge no oma haye man Ghana no oma hatemu adwuma no, and almost some omo kan before they assumed power in 2025 no kire say omo ye double standards. And for that matter, when it comes to election, these people must be voted out. Because omo indeed no kre amom ho and no kre amfama oman Ghana. That is the case. Abuja emphasize that am ya boafo a omo so ya sene medicine ofan bro. Mjidi se washina de pa omo so wo adwonkyere bi kan obetime e de aba comment section na nyina ya tena se na ya bo wadaroma emfa ni asem bia e masie sanse wo de ba so de eden a ye be kan bi a kyerɛw papa but adwonkyere bi a wo a ye nyina de besua de no obetime de aba wo bra undi obia atem. Yes, so atini so at this time because say no e kamia kwa so bia e sorry na we do bia tem keke bia nya nhwe kwa na no di ni panatem che say enya asem bia na se bi mo ya mo de comment ni ba na esrew se wo adwintra afa no bra it's better se wo be ba than so be kan na hana se bia nya fe madaroma sanity enti ye na ya boafo ase adabo fufu nsemi kan cho se nchensi papa ni na ma so no mutwa kala bia pe design bia pe size bia pa adabo etwebi ebia na ye nadoa na wo hia adabo ebetwa bi dia woni dodo mu ana adabo fe de be mo from na mbes ne go screen so ma share ne bi on crime pokwase ene ne important pokwase de ofri eye do buro kwa amasama ya na odu pokwase ho na bo interchange kakaka fefefe no ho ho no mu ho ana mo eben obekuma se so enfancy ene ne important ene emiamia hodo bebre adabo fa je ho nyina aboso ebia na pese wo mo abebo dan no so mo ba bisusu no wa kire chance dodo ebeso na dodo ebeso mo boso ebo no eda fom se ye team patch of numbers no na ni mpedifo eni come any twemu a Canberra printing press me can say print bi apeso so person designs ahodo e billboard na e flyers e posters e souvenirs the person will be I say printing and design from no me mo Kimbera printing press on my printing ya kono keke printing machines akase ya nketo ni na omutombi large format printing ebia now you know jacket boxes and nketo no pebi now their package na FPF on between be the amount cuttings akase na boxes akase no so no Kimbera e ni nyina bi o maso e omukuma ase asafo omo bentu express no wada my friend numbers na nimpeni for any common how etu wo mani if you be test ye awaba ye kotwetwa bi ni nyina ye fie bi test empeni for nsa no say if you be test die me campaign prince nwi na o sresre ontwa bi mum but if you be test nko ade o de ye niema na if you be test no ma me secrets bi o awaba wo de unya ice cubes kakra now de ginger the ginger kakra bi na fagu ice cubes na hwe if you be test no be kasa me kan be ma ebo ma bi atimi kama we nye de na ado na esi kire ni bi ye de kwaye mu no buna ne hahama enu echi ene nutan ene twitwa ene di chese ne hini bibiri awo no nti no onoma o tekrema so timi ti kama etutu yade nyadowa no kwehye ho no na be kama ye na we party na ye otopono oto bedin ye wedding a if you be test here sorry kwesi de be kwaso e be ma communion wada no makoje if you be test ne fa bi so sorry man num no so sipin sitaisanse Yesu Kristo mpo eto de eden no odane nso nsa na sansa no ene ye no na ye if you be test na busia itwitwa bi wie sa na ye ho sisi ye ho so na wo si didi Eduane no so de no eno ana ya eye mpa cho say nkwan e stew de wo ye bia no Remy spices e wo ho edemo da me ka kiro say emma oba enye aduane ma be ma ni medi no nka se aduane de enye de abomanu wo di ne sa wo ma no agye so no akotodo kono abonten e ba sa emwa ema wade no kra no enyina ne nan so ma be ma ni medi no nka ni na Remy spices kwaji bi e wo dwem fa bi wo kitchen ne bia ro pe bi atu akoton a wo from numbers na e wo ho na empeni fo be jo so na so akutu ni botwe sanse no anu bia to koto bi koton a emabunu ya ma wi SS ni ade a munya adwuma nyi ko o de kakra bi ekuta ko Remy spices for so ya from us me pacho afedi ma wi school me kiteska kakra me person be fa kakra e woton be mo bia koton nso so benya ho mfa so bebre na bibia atimi aye kama yenda production team na se ene wona eboa ye hwehwe mu e fa sa enkrata yi na de ba ye keka ni na bo mu e ma ye trochores e ma se mu fo nso se mu so ne so mu ye de bre mu ye do mu nyina asimidin e de enkrofo da se bre ha Oheneba Media madaroma mo nkoso na mo hwe sa ye da mase yakra mu
Spices naima. Hello. Mama spices are ebe mama duane aye tasty, appetizing and delicious.
Spices day and no Remy spices. Or didn't Remy dependable.
Remy spices, Remy.
Hey, papa, what the Remy spices you duane a? Emma duane ye fine. Kai say Remy spices dey so who you so a emfa spices fufuro bia amfra if we say Remy spices dey or dene ho flavors no so dey bebre chicken goat jollof stew spices bia wo hwehwe no Remy obi ho emfa waduane dey ento chacha perfect Remy spices emaduane ye dekeke kai say aduane bia ye dey spices ye dey for Remy spices ye ni nyina.
Remy spices, Remy.
FD aje jodi enkrato yatum.
Oheneba Media for Efremu. Ayebo me say Media Royals. Media mu adehye no. Aseye bana, enta semana. Amamle ni amane mu dwumadie. Oheneba Media betenete. Enti amanfo muntie ye. Muntie na nyado.